What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's masterpiece, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing family of true automotive enthusiasts. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore a truck that defined an era, a symbol of raw American craftsmanship, muscle, and pure grit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1964 Dodge D100, a truck that wasn't just built to move loads, but to move hearts. Let's set the stage. The year is 1964, muscle cars are beginning to roar, America's highways are expanding, and every man who owned a pickup truck wasn't just a worker, he was a symbol of independence. Dodge, known for pushing the limits of design and engineering, released the D100 as part of its second-generation D-Series. What made it stand out wasn't just its power, it was its personality. This truck had attitude, presence. The Dodge D100 was built during a time when trucks were transitioning from being farm workhorses to versatile everyday vehicles. Dodge recognized that drivers didn't just want utility, they wanted style. The 1964 model year captured that perfectly. It brought a new level of refinement, with smoother body lines, a bold front grille, and a look that screamed confidence. From the squared-off fenders to the minimalist chrome detailing, the D100 was designed to be rugged yet refined, a machine that looked just as good on the job site as it did cruising down Main Street on a Friday night. Now let's talk about what's under that hood. The 1964 Dodge D100 came standard with the legendary Slant-Six engine, an engineering marvel of its time. This power plant wasn't just efficient, it was nearly indestructible. Known for its unique angled cylinder layout, the Slant-Six gave the truck a lower center of gravity and a smooth, balanced drive. But for those who craved more muscle, Dodge offered something truly special, the 318 cubic inch V8, a beast of an engine that transformed this truck from a hard worker into a road-dominating powerhouse. When you stepped on that throttle, you didn't just drive, you commanded the road. Every inch of the D100 was built with intention. The heavy-duty steel body panels, the long bed built to carry serious weight, and the solid front axle made it an absolute tank. Yet, despite its tough build, it wasn't clunky. The handling was tight, the steering was predictable, and the suspension was ahead of its time for a truck of this class. You could load it up, push it hard, and it would still keep going mile after mile, year after year. Step inside and you're greeted by pure 1960s simplicity. No digital screens, no flashy gadgets, just honest craftsmanship. The bench seat was firm yet comfortable. The dashboard featured clean gauges with a classic design, and the steering wheel felt like a direct connection to the road. It was a cockpit built for drivers who valued control and clarity. The D100's interior reminded you of what driving truly meant. The sound of the engine, the vibration through the wheel, and the satisfaction of every gear shift. One of the things that set the 1964 Dodge D100 apart was its durability. These trucks were known to last decades. Many still run today with their original engines. The frame construction was overbuilt by modern standards, giving it that legendary toughness that Dodge became known for. Whether you were hauling lumber, towing a trailer, or heading to a weekend car show, this truck could handle it all with pride. And let's not forget that iconic styling. The front grille, with its bold horizontal lines, made it instantly recognizable. The squared headlights gave it that timeless stare, tough yet timeless. The long, sculpted body panels reflected the sunlight in all the right ways, showcasing a perfect blend of strength and grace. This was more than a pickup. It was rolling art from an era when vehicles had soul. Driving a 1964 Dodge D100 today feels like stepping into a time capsule. The sound of that V8 rumble, the slight shake of the cab, and the smell of aged leather and metal remind you that this was a machine built before automation, before everything felt digital and distant. You feel every bump, every shift, every heartbeat of the truck. Its mechanical purity, raw, unfiltered, and real. The D100 wasn't built to be a luxury vehicle, but it had character that modern trucks can't replicate. It was built for people who worked hard and expected their vehicles to do the same. Yet, over time, it gained a cult following not because of luxury or comfort, but because of its authenticity. It became a symbol of honesty in engineering, the kind of vehicle that told you exactly what it was and delivered every single time. Today, collectors hunt for pristine 1964 Dodge D100s because they know what they represent, an era when American trucks were built like fortresses, when design had personality, and when performance meant more than numbers on a spec sheet. Restoring one of these classics isn't just about bringing back an old vehicle. It's about reviving history. Every bolt, every panel, every coat of paint tells a story of a time when craftsmanship mattered more than convenience. Even the color options back then had personality. From deep blues and rich reds to sun-faded whites, every finish gave the truck a unique identity. And when that sunlight hits the chrome badging that reads DODGE, it's like a badge of honor, a reminder of American pride, engineering, and legacy. On the road, the D100 feels alive. The steering requires muscle, the clutch demands attention, and the sound of the engine gives you goosebumps. It doesn't isolate you from the experience. It throws you right into it. Every drive is an event, every mile a connection between man and machine. Owning a 1964 Dodge D100 today isn't just about having a vintage truck, it's about owning a piece of heritage. It's about understanding what made American vehicles legendary. And when people see it, that bold front end, those classic steel wheels, and that unmistakable Dodge stance, they stop, stare, and appreciate what real design looks like. So, if you ever get the chance to drive one, don't hesitate. Turn that key, feel the engine roar to life, and remember what true driving feels like. The D100 isn't just a vehicle, it's a statement, a story, and a reminder that timeless craftsmanship never fades. That's the story of the 1964 Dodge D100, a truck that defines strength, reliability, and style. If you love classic American power, if you appreciate real engineering and pure design, then this beauty deserves a place in your heart. What's up, everyone? Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more legendary classics, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and drop a comment telling us what classic vehicle you'd like to see next. Until then, keep your engines roaring and your wheels rolling, because legends like the 1964 Dodge D100 remind us that true craftsmanship never goes out of style.